think he liked me when we first started talking. Like, I knew he liked me, but he didn't like me in the way that I thought I needed to be liked. I'm a Taurus and I have a huge ego and it needs to be stroked. Or I thought it did. And when he refused to tell me how beautiful I was, how gorgeous, how amazing, I was like, oh, he don't like me. He don't like me. Let me get out of here. But what it took was me understanding that the way that this man expresses love is so much deeper than I've ever experienced it before.
A lot of guys think that they need to over-validate a woman, shower her with compliments and gifts and so on and so forth to ultimately retain a woman. When in reality, if you're doing that very thing, you're pretty much lumping yourself into the category of every other guy. Mm-hmm. So the fact that he wasn't able to do that, or maybe compliment her sparingly, he was able to retain her because subsequently she was enticed or more interested at the fact that he wasn't doing what the other guys were doing. So in turn, it made her more curious as to who he was as an individual. And obviously it worked out for him.
Yeah, so I think another thing too that you need to understand with women is that, especially if it's a beautiful woman, she gets these compliments all the time of like, oh, you're so pretty, oh, your face, oh, your hair, your body, whatever, right? The thing that most women like to hear, at least for me, I can speak for myself, anyone can make a compliment about my looks. Like that's very easy to be like, oh, you have nice hair or you have nice skin, whatever, right? Like I don't really think twice about that. Mm-hmm. But when someone compliments you about your personality, because not everyone gets to know like who you truly are as a person.
Right.
So when someone can compliment you and say like, you're such a kind person, you're so like, you have such a great personality about you, and like those kind of compliments about like who I am as a person, that means 10 times more than someone complimenting me about my looks, where it's like, that's nice, obviously, like I appreciate that, but it means more when it's something that like you got to know me and then was able to give me a compliment.
It goes way deeper than words. It's pulling my chin hairs, cooking me dinner, teaching me how to snowboard, even though every single time I would cry on the mountain and get upset with him. So this is for all the men who show instead of tell. I'm so excited to be engaged and planning the rest of my life with the man that I truly love. So if you want to see how this process goes, follow. You're in for a great, positive ride. Let's do it. He asked me on our first date. It was within the first few weeks of quarantine. And when he said he was going to cross the state lines to see me on my birthday, I thought, I hope he doesn't get caught. Every restaurant was closed. Every bar was shuttered. So we went to a park. We stared at the stars. We talked all night. And we raced like an old school foot race. So before the night got too late and he went back to his hotel and I went back home.
See, this is what I love about when people can get creative, right? Especially when it's time to, like, everything is closed, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone was in quarantine, nothing was open, but they still made it work. They were still able to spend time with one another, get to know each other, just at a park, literally. Like, that's so great. And I know a lot of women are gonna be out here being like, no, he has to take me out, he has to take me to a restaurant, all this stuff. No, but there are some women just as like her, she is perfectly happy going on a park date, get to know each other, have some fun, like, mm-hmm. that's such a great time, and I'm really happy that they were able to do that.
Yeah, when a woman has a burning desire, it really doesn't matter what you guys are doing. If you guys are going for a walk or McDonald's or, $2,000 date, like whatever the situation is, right? It really doesn't matter because her main interest is you as an individual and getting to know you. So a lot of guys try to lead with their wallets and thinking that they need to spend a whole bunch of money and impress a woman and they need to drive a $100,000 car, whatever the situation is. Like having money and having a fancy car, I mean, it is a plus, but it shouldn't be the baseline for a woman to like you.
If you're going to be doing all those flashy things, understand the type of woman that's going to be attracted to that. Right, she's gonna want that maintenance, and she's gonna be very expensive to upkeep. Okay, if that's all she's gonna want you for, right? Mm-hmm. But then if you're able to get a woman who genuinely just wants you for you and is grateful and excited to spend time with you, just no matter what the scenario is, but you guys are together and you're happy, like that means so much more than having to do anything too expensive. Those things are nice, obviously traveling and all those like extra luxury stuff. That's nice once in a while.
That was really nice. But before he left, he said he wanted to take me to a topiary garden. We went. It was like we were the last people on earth. Not another soul in sight. And here we are at our big ages doing cartwheels in an open field. This is our love story.
So this is really really sweet. I'm really happy to see like that they're enjoying each other and just being able to spend time without having to glamorize how dating needs to be. And
Right.
this is just very simple.
Buy
and
me
you
a
can
bag.
oh my God, like you have to take me on a trip or whatever nonsense just for a first date. Like, no, it can be so simple. And as long as both people are super interested in each other, you'll make it work, right? And you can do something as simple as just going to the park and
Right.
talking with one another and bring food, and you guys can just chill and get to know each other. Like, that's so great. So I'm really happy she's documenting their journey, and best of luck to the couple. I hope their marriage and like the wedding goes well and all that.
All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.
Bye, guys.